Now, over a decade ago, Goldman Sachs economist Jim O'Neill coined the term BRIC, an acronym that referred to the potential economic powerhouses that were Brazil, Russia, India, and China. Well, now O'Neill has identified 4 new countries which he says could mirror China's double-digit growth rates over the coming decade. Those countries are Mexico, Indonesia, Nigeria, and Turkey, or to be more concise, mint countries. So what is it about the so-called mint countries that makes them so special? Why these 4 countries? Mexico, O'Neill argues, previously lost out to China on cheap exports and labor. But with wages increasing in China, Mexico can capitalize, especially with the proximity of the U.S. Indonesia has a chance to boom like Mexico because of a large, willing workforce and a rapidly urbanizing population. By 2050, Nigeria is predicted to have more people than the United States. If the young people are in productive employment, the country will arguably be the most exciting country in the world, economically speaking, in the next 30 years. And don't forget, Nigeria is also Africa's leading oil producer. Turkey, meanwhile, benefits from its geographical position between East and West. While many economies have been unable to recover from the global financial recession in the last few years, Turkey has shown remarkable economic growth. Well, my colleague Ikem Ifejika has been in Lagos since the beginning of the week to look at whether or not Nigeria really is an upcoming economic powerhouse. He's been speaking to a Nigerian businesswoman, Yewande Zaccheaus, founder of an events management company called Eventful Limited. Ikem Ifejika started out by asking about the growth of the industry in the country.
There seems to be a captive market for the growth of the economy. I was a former banker. I started my business 12 years ago now, and there are not many countries that you can start, a totally new business, develop it and grow it so quickly as a country like Nigeria, because I think it's a country where opportunities abound. Yes, we have our challenges, but I think once we identify opportunities, we have this entrepreneurial spirit that drives us as a people. We have this passion and commitment to just getting things done that I think enables us to surmount our challenges and really face the businesses at hand and grow them. So for me, at least my experience has been good over the past 13 years.
You mentioned that there are challenges. In fact, I don't know whether our viewers can hear it, but there's a generator on providing electricity because that's a huge issue in Nigeria. But it almost feels like pie in the sky to be talking about, a huge growing economy if you've got these fundamentals that are not in place. Electricity, transportation, surely this is a huge hindrance for growth.
Yes, it may be a huge hindrance for growth, but you see what it is it affects everybody. So it doesn't affect just one part of the economy. Having to deal with a high cost of power, you're right, the generator is on. I've got 2 generators running. At my venues, I have 3 generators running. But we deal with it. We can't do anything about it. We hope those who can will, and we know that they're making efforts to. But what you just decide is, I want this to be world class. I want what I'm doing to succeed. And you just decide to get over the constraints. So you make sure you put it in your budget. You know how much diesel you're going to have to use. When look, if there's nobody in the office, you use the petrol generator because it's cheaper. But what we tend to do as Nigerians is that, yes, we know these are challenges. There are things we have to live with. But if what we're going to do is just sit down and complain, oh God, it's power cost, it makes it so expensive, we're not going to get anything done.
You think the prospects are bright?
Definitely, I think the prospects are bright. I mean, I know that there are so many things that may make it look as if, things are going to be tough in the future and all that, but I think our prospects are bright. I mean, every time I travel, coming back to Nigeria, you see plane loads of expatriates coming. I mean, there's something here that they're all coming for. And I mean, even within my own industry, I see so many new companies coming in. I mean, there's so much competition. So we have to continually reinvent ourselves. I find that all the time you're racing against yourself to just do it better and do more. So for me, I think that definitely the future is very bright. I mean, as I've said to you, everyone can decide they want to diversify. I mean, I've done this now for 13 years. I know what I want to do next. I know who I want to leave this to continue it as it is. There's just so much opportunity, and it's we just really have to just find it and just, do what we have to do to make sure that the country works. Because we've got all our children, in schools abroad, but we want them all to come back here and want them to come back to a country that's working. So we all do our own little bit.